When you can escape into a book, you get to go to magical, magical places.
A lot of great discussion can come out of it, and that connection is priceless.
It feels that incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you, Maya? I'm Jenna. It's so nice
Maya.
to meet
It's
you.
nice to meet you.
Have a seat. Okay, talk to me about Girls Right Now.
So Girls Right Now was born almost 25 years ago. We're trying to break down barriers of race, age, gender, poverty, to really mentor and train the next generation of readers, writers, and leaders.
Yeah, you know, Maya, I was a teacher. I taught 3rd, 5th, and 6th grade. And when I was writing the 6th grade curriculum for many of my students who come from a lot of different varied backgrounds, it was sometimes hard to find books that they could see themselves in.
Right.
And I feel like that's something that has to change.
Yeah, it does, absolutely. And I think Girls Right Now is part of that change. We are an incubator, a pipeline of amazing, diverse talent. The faces of Girls Right Now represent that. You know, we have a very diverse, multi-generational community of mentees and mentors who are aged 13 to 93 from over 30 states across the nation, all different backgrounds.
I know some of your mentors.
Yeah.
They're some of my favorite people.
Yeah, our family feels very close to your book club, so I'm really excited to join forces.
I have a twin sister who missed one problem on her SATs.
Oh, gosh.
She's a brilliant thinker.
Yeah.
And I did not necessarily think that way, but I had one teacher in 5th grade, Mrs. Cunningham, who said, wow, you can write. And I remember I was like, me? You know, I was like, are you sure you're not talking about my sister? And she was like, no, you have an incredible imagination. You can write. Keep reading.
Right.
Read all the time. And so to have somebody that believes in us, you know, means so much.
And so tell me about your book club, how it started and your love of books in general.
Yeah, well, we started Read with Jenna 4 years ago, and we were shocked when we first announced our first choice on the Today Show. It skyrocketed. It became a bestseller. We realized our platform was huge. And so what we knew we needed to do was share it.
Yes.
So our mission has been to highlight debut and diverse authors since the inception. And it's been amazing. The community of readers are inspirational and so smart and driven, and the writers obviously are magnificent.
You know, I gotta say, I am not surprised. I know how many hungry writers there are for whom you're providing such a great service.
But also, we feel like we're getting this incredible wealth of diversity, of tons of stories. Like, we feel like we're a table where we can pull up every chair that belongs there. So we don't even think of it that way. We think of the rich conversations that we get.
Right? It's a community that you're building.
It's a community.
Yeah.
But I just, you know, I've loved to read since I was a little girl. I had a mother that was a librarian, and I feel like my happiest memories were tucked in with her and my twin sister. You know, not everybody gets to travel widely, but when you can escape into a book, you get to go to magical, magical places.
Yeah.
There are magic carpets to take us to worlds. They're empathy starters.
Yeah.
They are conversation pieces, and I think that's why I love them so.
Yeah.
And I know you read every day, I read every day, but there's little ways that we can read more on commutes, on buses, on subways, in the mornings. If you're driving your kids to school, listen to books on tape. When you're exercising, you can listen to books, which is something that I've started to do. Because there's also so many studies about how reading is good. Even 5 minutes of reading is so good for your mental health, almost as good as meditation.
Yeah.
So take that time for yourself, escape into a book, and you will be happier and healthier. The goal is just to get as many readers to read a little every day.
So how do you make reading fun and a priority for your kids?
Well, I mean, there's so many studies around early reading with kids, so we just know it's something that has to happen. But the happiest, by far, moments of my day are when I'm tucked in with my kids to either hear them read out loud or read out loud to them.
Well, you struck a chord because, you know, I have a 9-year-old daughter and I have a 6-year-old son, and we share that evening routine. I mean, something happens when the clock strikes 8, they like go crazy, like literally running laps around the house. So for us, books are a way to calm them down,
Totally.
get into bed, definitely have some bonding time. It almost doesn't matter what we're reading so much because a lot of great discussion can come out of it.
I just finished reading a book that was one of my favorites as a little girl, and to watch my daughter's eyes light up. So to get to read it with her
That's very sweet.
is sort of evolutionary. I mean, it feels that that incredibly powerful.
Yeah. No, I share with you that feeling about how special it is when you make a connection with your kids about something you love and you see them light up and change in front of you.
Yeah.
And that connection is priceless.
Maya, thank you so much for all of your incredible work and for this.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you inviting me on to have this important conversation and for us to join forces.
Yeah, we've loved it. And if you want to know more about Read with Jenna or Girls Right Now, you can head to themoreyouknow.com.